store up the street. You might ask them.
Okay, I will. Just up the street.
6 stores up
Okay,
there.
thank
Yes,
you.
so one fairly famous feature of our store is the very large section of books for $2. We put a lot of very high quality books out for $2 each if we have extra copies, instead of stashing them away someplace and in hopes of selling them for more later. We just shove them right onto these tables and boxes out front, and that's extremely popular sort of system, because people can also bring those back and get $1 back in trade credit that goes toward the next $2 book. And that having a price point at $2 has been very workable for us, especially in the current economic climate, where you have a lot of people who want something, they want to treat themselves in some way, and they're interested in reading a book. They want to possess the book. They don't want to have a library book, and they can get it for $1, basically. And unlike a lot of, most used bookstores have these little sections in the store where they have discounted books, but in most cases the books are pretty low quality. They're, you know, remaindered books or ancient book club editions of hardbacks and things like that. And what was the name of your credit? Do you have one now?
I do, but I don't have my list.
Oh, we keep it in here. So
Okay,
it's
okay.
What's the last name?
Oh. It's great to have this store. It's like recycle, you know?
It is. It's exactly
You
what it
read
is.
them, you use them, enjoy them, and then you bring them back and somebody else reads them and get new ones.
Go around and around. I haven't seen anything by him in a long time.
Oh, it's
Skeleton
such a good,
Book.
it's a
Have you
good-
read Midwives and the Double Bind? Or other
Yes,
books
oh yeah, I like that author, so, yeah.
Gotta go
That
around
one
it.
I think I got from here. I can't remember. Maybe not.
None of these did, but
Hey.
yeah. Hello.
I wouldn't want to not have those.
No, not indeed. And maybe you have some $2 sale book credit. Done with this stuff. With that checkers.
I'm checking them all.
Well, yeah, I guess I think no, it's a Bollinger series. It's weird. It's not actually a card book. It's more about form, structure, geometry.
For the anti-sales page.
Yeah. Works like that. Well,
Great.
automatically sending people to the other store is another part of that, of course. So, but it's because I want people to have the book.
Yeah.
Like that.
But it's such a respectful culture.
Yeah.
It's radically different
Thank
from
you.
what
Thank
other
you.
businesses are instructed not to do, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, exactly the opposite.
I mean, sometimes people will say, you know, you can probably get down the street,
What do you
but
say,
it's all
Sport?
very...
Right, and if the boss
Thanks.
is
Welcome.
like,
Go in there, fire.
yeah, right. I know what a whack attitude that is. It's just
Well,
crazy.
that's capitalism, isn't it?
There was
Yeah, it's not the
Survival.
version I play. Well, it's pretty basic. I try to have as many books that people want to read as possible in the store, and at the lowest price I can possibly sell them for. It's pretty straightforward as far as that goes. Well, I can give you something for them.
No, that's all right.
You bought this one for me $7, so we have that one.
I think we need her.
Yeah.
We're pretty low.
So I can give you $8.50 in trade credit for something else off of these two, or $4.25 in cash. Either way.
You can have.
You sure?
Yeah,
Something
yeah,
for?
sure.
Okay. I can. All you gotta do is give me your name, and you'll have some credit next time.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks. I appreciate it.
Sure.
I greatly enjoy Seattle, and it was just sort of the place I ended up landing after I got out of the Army in 1982. And I was stationed at Fort Lewis here, close by here. And when I got out, I had a friend who was a postman who lived in Seattle, so I came up and mooched off of him for a couple of months. And when I finally found a place to live, it was that I had a choice between one area of Seattle that I now know to be something of a crime-ridden area, and another area, this strange little town of West Seattle here. And when I got to West Seattle, it was kind of a boarded-up area. There were a lot of empty stores. There were a lot of sort of missed opportunities, and we started a tiny little store about 3 blocks south of the one we have now, and it was really a postage stamp. And after a couple of years, we moved into another place that was a little bit bigger, and then finally we ended up here after 3 stores, and we've been in business here for 30 years. And I would have to say and in all honesty and without the slightest bit of personal attachment, that it's one of the best used bookstores on the planet. It's a fantastically popular store with an immense variety of books and an incredible range of books coming in all the time. Our prices are rock bottom. We have thousands and thousands of books for $2 each, and not only that, you can bring those $2 books back in and get $1 for each one, and to trade for another $2 book. So it's like a library where you pay the fine up front. It's an excellent business concept, I must say. Although it developed over time. It wasn't really my invention, but it does work extremely well. And the fact that I had to hire on a third person in this highly difficult economic time indicates just how successful it's been. So I'll stop bragging now. There's reason to, though, because it is that good.